Carlos.
George, Will sitting around smoking all the weed, acting like clowns. We got all the alcohol and all the blunts, and then we'll go sit around chit chat like some fucking cunts. Either way, what can I say? It's the middle of the day and we're just a little slosh and we're just a little high, but either way, we are the three buddy system guys.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the final Buddycast ever of this year.
Oh my God, is this going to get out before the new year?
I might just drop it and not even edit it and just be like, that's for you guys. Happy New Year.
It is what it is. Welcome to our Zoom meeting.
Welcome. My favorite part about that intro, honestly, is that we were using that, the one with Carlos's shit in. We were using that for like over a year, and then Aaron listened to it finally for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Tells us that he just doesn't care about us over here. He doesn't pay attention to anything.
It was so funny too. I remember because I was on Zoom, and he was listening, and his reaction was so genuine that he thought that we did it just for this episode.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, obviously you don't pay it. It's okay.
I know.
I know, right?
We didn't join his journey. I think that was his problem. That was the problem.
Ooh. What are we supposed to do? Waste 15 minutes a day of our life listening to his podcast?
Does he have you saw him last? Does he have a new hashtag he's pushing? Does he?
I don't know. He didn't tell me if he did.
Did you guys talk? Or were you guys just boys and sat?
We did. We just, we just shot the shit and, talked about life, man.
What about life though? Like comedy is life. Ball is life, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Just stuff.
I don't know what theater kids talk about. That's the problem. I don't. What do you guys? How do you have a conversation?
He's just talking about like, just the experiences and like the business of comedy and just how people are shady and like it's kind of a bullshit business in a sense. Like,
you think people are shady in comedy or people are shady?
People are shady in general, but they gravitate to comedy because you can easily bullshit people in comedy to paying you, like to paying to see your show, or you know what I'm saying, like to just get people to come see you.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't know how to get people to pay money to come see the show. I don't know.
I know that's because you have dignity and like you understand like the value of $1. So for you to ask someone to spend $25 to come out, like probably drive an hour, sit for an hour and a half, watch you for only probably 15 minutes or so, and then that's it. You say bye, they drive home, and they're like, well, that was fun, but I wish I would have seen more. It's just like, that's like $25 is more than an hour of work for a lot of people. So it's like they come out, they see you for 15 minutes. It's like, well, I didn't even really get my money's worth in theory because I came out to see you. But if you're like, oh, $25, I'm doing an hour, that's like, oh, that justifies it more. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah. The value of it, I think, does make sense. And I think you're also giving me very gratuitous stage time, because if it's a Jeremy Shin show, I'm doing 7 minutes, yo. I'm doing 7. And I am driving an hour to do 7 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, even being generous, it doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
So
I hate though when like producers are like, can you bring people out? It's like, I'm not, they're gonna be mad if they only see me for 7 minutes, yo.
Yeah, it's like, do you want them to only come to this show and to never come to any of my shows ever again?
Yeah,
because that's what's gonna happen. Because I'm gonna go last. I'm gonna go up at 11:23, do 7 minutes. I'm gonna run the light a minute, so I'll get off at 11:31. But
what's the shortest set you've done?
Like planned set or what it ended up being?
I guess what it ended up being.
Probably like a minute and a half.
Where?
At a winery up here, probably like 6 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah, I told like an autism joke, and there was a person with a disability in the audience, and they complained to the owner real quick, and the owner told the producer like, get him off stage. Well, I got the light like a minute in. I was like, that's weird. Right, so I just kind of kept going for like another 15 seconds, and then I got like a flashing light, and I was like, "Oh, all right." So I just wrapped it up.
Music. He just shuts the lights off like it's.
Yeah. So but once I got the flashing light out, I knew something was like wrong.
I did a minute at a book show, not a book. No, you did a minute at a book show. I did a minute at an open mic night though, because I stayed.
Did you kill Tony?
No, this was pre-Kill Tony. So doing a minute was why I didn't even consider like how to do 1 minute of comedy ever. This
Dude,
is
at this point, a minute is my setup.
yeah. I'm not done riffing with the crowd in a minute. Like
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
have to get settled. No, but because so this was probably 2016 in Colorado at some comedy club, and they were running late, and I somehow managed to be the very last person to go up because and even before I went up, they're like, "Are there any comics left?" I was like, "Yeah," and they're like, "All right, club, you can
Me.
we could do a minute, and then, but we got to go." I was like, if you
You
didn't
definitely should have
talk,
not just done a minute.
no, I had to because they started turning the lights off like it was on a timer, so things started turning on, and so they couldn't really do anything. Like I understood, but also like they were riffing between comics. Like you're trying to get
Yeah,
everybody up, stop talking, then shut up.
yeah. Be quicker.
Yeah, you
Get
don't have
better
to.
at your job.
Yeah, there doesn't have to be two of you hosting, and then you guys riff for 20 minutes, and then one gets off, but the other stays on. Like that's too much time. That's too many. Seven comics could have gone up.
Standard shitty open mic.
Isn't that so? I wish somebody told me that. I think I wish somebody told me that that was going to be the experience of comedy most of the time. Because when you start out, you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna do comedy. I'm gonna get booked on shows. I'm gonna start doing shit, doing the damn thing." But nobody tells you that doing the damn thing is wasting a lot of your time at a bar you don't want to be at to tell jokes in front of people who don't want to hear you.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
No one told me that. I don't think it would have stopped me, but
Kind of
a heads up,
psychotic.
a heads up would have been real nice.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Quit. I quit. This is why this is the last one. I'm not gonna do it.
All right, cool. I'm in. Buddy system's over.
We're done. As soon as Carlos gets here, we're telling him and we're out.
Yeah, we're making the official announcement.
We're staging a
Carlos
coup.
gets
We're gonna walk out, y'all. We're gonna walk
a
out on the man.
whole ass coup, dude.
Yeah.
Staging a coup on
The
who?
coup. I'm the coup. You're the Klux. He's the Klan.
Coup who?
I'm Cindy Kuhu. That sounds like an Asian who. I'm Cindy Kuhu.
Indy coup who?
Yeah.
I find it weird that coup is spelled with a P, but let's carry on.
Is it because it's French?
It's probably French.
Coup
de toi, coup de gras.
What does that stand for?
It means
What does that stand for? Like it's a fucking
take by force. I don't know. It's something along those lines. Let me ask Siri. Hey Siri, what does coup de gras mean? Nope, not Cora. What does coup de gras mean? This
See, she only speaks English. We're gonna phone a friend.
nobody knows. It's lost. It's lost in translation. Nobody knows.
Yeah, staging a coup. What if staging a coup meant like beheading a child and we just continued on with it? Like,
I mean, it
right.
could be that if the child was like the sole heir to a throne. Yeah, behead this child. That is a coup de grace.
Coup de grace is a French phrase that means blow of mercy or stroke of grace. Blow of mercy.
Sounds sexual.
Like
Dude, that could be a porno name.
That's most of the comics experience. I'm like, all right, I guess.
If you named a porno coup de grace, it'd be the most confusing thing. But if you translate it directly, you're like, well, this is in line.
All right, what is
blow of mercy? That sounds like you're blowing a virgin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it sounds like you're all right, whatever.
Yeah, fine. Mercy, because you're so pathetic.
Coup d'etat, meaning a stroke of state or blow of state.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm more confused now. Very rarely do I ask a question and I'm not just more confused. I think it's because I have a high school diploma.
You just find more information.
Yeah, and just a bucket, and they just throw information. It's like I don't know what to do with this. How do I file this in my brain?
Translate. Wait, you said, isn't it spelled grace though?
Yeah, but then
coup de grace, coup de grace. It translates GRAS translate to fat shot, which kind of means
That's a cool rap name.
Fat Chance. Coup de grace, DJ Fat Chance.
Hey, yo, Fat Chance in this building.
Especially if your name is actually Chance.
Yeah. You can just go by it.
Yeah, that's the next like famous white rapper.
Fat Chance.
Fat Chance, yeah. And he names his album Coup de Grace. Dude, that'd be pretty tight.
The single that gets released is Nothing, just called Nothing.
Just called French Gravy.
Ooh, yo, I had a French dip sandwich. What was 10 minutes into this fucking podcast?
Oh, yes.
Talking about food. I had a French dip at Panera Bread for the first time. So good. It was so good.
Now that you've had a French dip, you need to go to this place called, it's Carl's, right?
My pants.
Carl's in Los Angeles. That's apparently like the originator of the French dip.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I've seen it on the Food Network or something.
It's fucking unreal. And they serve these pickles that they call atomic pickles that are like hot. They have like cayenne pepper, like in the, oh dog. It's wild. Whatever it costs, whenever we go, we just don't look at the price. Just get whatever you want because it's worth it.
I will say that at my place of employment, they've got a really good French dip sandwich.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's made with prime rib and mushrooms, horseradish, creamy horseradish.
Oh, horseradish. Ew.
It's creamy. La creamy.
La crème.
What's this place called?
Carl's?
Carl's?
Pretty sure it's Carl's.
Carl's French dip. The French really know how to. The French know how to cook, but I think French chefs are psychotic.
Well, that's why their food's so good.
You don't have to be a mean person, though. Like, I know someone that like their chef would regularly hold them at knife point.
That's cool. That's badass.
Bake it, fucking bitch.
Yeah. This is baked improperly. I'm gonna slit your throat.
That's probably what Jito does in Jito Dreams of Sushi. That's probably why there's low over. What's it called? Overturn? Turnover. Yeah, there's low turnover because he just killed him.
Yeah, he just chains him up in his basement until they die.
It keeps giving me Carl's Jr. French toast strips.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's called Carl's.
Whatever place. This is gonna be the comment heavy one where everyone's like, "This place, you dumb fuck."
Probably.
I went to all right, what's another LA establishment that Pink Taco?
Yeah.
Mediocre.
Never been there. Oh, sorry. Kohl's. My bad.
Okay. No, yeah, mediocre.
Kohl's, originator of the French dip. Which is like, why are you in Los Angeles then? Shouldn't you be
Boston?
Yeah, like New York or Louisiana, like New Orleans, I'd accept that.
Rhode Island, even.
Sure.
Roanoke.
But Los Angeles? You're the originator of the French dip? That something doesn't add up.
Someone just spilled au jus on sandwich day onto Yo, this is actually pretty popping right now.
Pretty bomb.
Yeah. I like a good French dip. I'm a sucker for a good French dip. Not a big soup guy. I like soup. I'm not saying I don't like soup, but I think sandwiches turn me on.
Yeah, sandwiches are shit. You don't like soup?
No, I'm not saying I don't like soup. Like, I love a good
kind of what you said. That's what it sounded like you said.
But it doesn't. It
like you didn't even need to bring up the fact that you're not hating on soup to say that you like sandwiches, but you did.
I have three soup friends, so I like soup.
Soup friends?
I'm cool with it. Yeah.
What does that mean?
I'm good with it. They like soup, so I like soup. I'm not soupist. But I like a good bread bowl, like a good soup in a bread bowl. Though it does feel very gluttonous to then eat the thing that you were served in.
I was gonna ask if you eat the bread bowl because there's no way. Yeah, there's no way I'm leaving that on the table.
I eat it slow. Like, I'll eat the soup so it seeps into the bowl so that it's not such a hassle to eat later. I want it nice and supple.
I like to rip it off as I go so it stays even with.
Oh, that's a smart way to do it.
Right? I thought so too.
Very smart.
Because if you go too far, then it spills. Obviously, it's like a pool.
Yeah, it's a novelty, but sometimes when you forget it, it changes the experience. I like when they give you the top.
Yeah,
they like put it on the side because then it's like all that warm bread. But I've been to a place where like you didn't get it. And I was
yeah, that's
hey, man.
disappointing. It's like I paid for the bowl. I paid for the
Yeah.
whole
What did
bread.
you
I
do?
feel like
Eat
what are you gonna do with it?
You just throw it at your coworker because he's annoying.
Yeah, just pick off pieces of it and throw it to the birds outside. It's
Yeah.
fucking rude.
My point is,
man.
I would drive for a French dip. I wouldn't drive for a soup.
But here's the thing: even when you get a bread bowl, even if they give you the top, they're not giving you all the innards. Also,
Yeah, that they're probably eating.
yeah, or they're just they'd also have a dish that's like bread bites, like deep fried bread
Oh, like
bites or some
donut
shit.
holes.
Yeah,
Well, that's
and
how they
just
make their
serve it.
croutons.
Or
Man.
that, yeah, or
There's
that,
there's a place back home where they do bake this like Japanese sweet bread, and they make their croutons and their breadcrumb, like their panko breadcrumbs and stuff. They make it out of that shit. Is next level. It's oh, man. You never even thought about making your own breadcrumbs, and then they did it. And you're like, oh, this is perfect.
yeah. That sounds so good. I'm so hungry.
What'd you have for breakfast today? Because
I haven't eaten.
wasn't as good as mine. I had a chocolate chip muffin top thing from
Top?
Panera
Just the
Bread. Yeah,
top?
just the top. The best part. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Why?
it's been a good day because it's like it's supposed to be like a chocolate chip cookie, but it's a muffin. So that's why it is.
Wait, is that how they sell it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Why
have
did
so
I eat a
many-
muffin
I have
top?
so
Because
many-
I'm a muffin top. That's
I
why.
have so many questions though.
Okay, we got time. Carlos is not here yet, so we.
So are they?
Oh, by the way,
Like,
I'm
are they?
Burrito. This is William Henderson. All right, continue.
Are they making muffins and then cutting the tops off, or are they just making the top portion? Like, are they just making like a muffin cookie, basically?
Yes, yes, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure that's what they're doing. They just, they ball it up and then smash it on the cookie tray.
Dude, I'd be so sad if they were just like cutting the tops off and then just like whoop, tossing
And just tossing them There's a
over
whole
the shoulder. Yeah,
behind
just a
Panera Bread.
pile. Yeah. Oh, that'd be so sad.
Yeah, I had that inside of like a creme brulee latte. I like to dip my baked goods into coffee or hot chocolate, so I dipped that into the caramel brulee latte that I had this morning, and I had a glazed donut made by an Asian lady. So it was perfect.
Did you make this all at home?
No, we like while we were out.
You went to the
Well, yesterday I got the
Asian woman's
Panera
house.
bread. I didn't eat it, so I still had it this morning. But while we were out this morning, we stopped, got some coffee. It was like got a donut, and that became my breakfast. And
I did have a stroopwafel with my coffee this morning.
oh, those are perfect. Those are all
Yeah, it's
perfect.
it's
dessert.
great. We like to put ours on like the top of the coffee cup
You're
because it's so
supposed to.
perfect.
You're
Oh
supposed to.
yeah.
The fucking airplane
Supposedly.
doesn't make your coffee hot enough for it to do anything to your cookie, though. And it really makes me mad. But if you leave it on, the amount of time it takes for that cookie to get soft, they're already like, "All right, throw your trash away." Like, it just happened. So I always dip it, but
Yeah, I always end up. I either dip it or I just eat it dry because I'm not a fan of the crumbs in the bottom of my coffee.
Really, that's like
Yeah, no.
soup.
No. It's like pulp in your orange juice.
No, I disagree because pulp is not like sweet or sugary or anything. To have a cookie in the bottom of your
It's not a cookie though. It's just like little tiny crumbs, and
Wait,
I
so
just
you-
feel them go into my throat, and it's gross.
So when you eat like Oreos and milk, you don't just throw an Oreo in there at the beginning, so it like gets to.
No,
No, I'm fat. Okay.
no, I just dip them like a
No
normal
way,
person.
dude. You throw the
I dip it. I
in
dip
there.
it up to my fingers, so my fingers don't
Ew,
get
you let your
wet.
fingers get wet?
No.
Oh,
My
okay.
fingers don't get wet.
I was about to
Up
end.
to my fingers,
Okay.
like just far enough, and I'll pull that out, and I just eat it whole.
You don't even like you just dip. You don't soak.
I'll soak it for a little bit, but I don't want it to get too soggy. I still want it to be like crunchy.
You don't take the risk where like it's long enough where you pull it up and it's
No,
Oh, we're
No.
different.
we're so different. We
Yeah,
should eat Oreos and milk on next podcast.
I mean, cookies and milk. If that's what I'm eating, I'm probably gonna throw the first one in.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Like, what if
Yeah.
it's like a big like homemade chocolate chip cookie? Do you like fold it in half and just stuff it
probably-
in there?
Well, then the first bite of so I'll break a piece like and then throw it in, but it's probably gonna be an Oreo sized piece of cookie that I'm gonna.
So
Dude, like when you drink cereal milk, the extra cereal at the bottom, I like that.
you have extra cereal in your cereal milk?
Yeah, because like the bottom of like the Fruity Pebbles bag is it's not they don't all stay afloat, so they just sink. That's good, dude. Like the
I think
little
you're eating stale cereal, dude.
Yeah, no, it's not supposed to be crunchy. It's never crunchy, right?
Yeah. I don't know, man. We just have different
Man,
preferences.
I like to just bite into like milk soaked Oreo cream. Just it's so good.
I mean, I'll accept it, but that's not my preference. You know what I mean?
Again,
I like a little bit of firmness.
I think I just basically want a shitty McFlurry.
Right. So like you wait until the end to eat it, or does it just like dissolve and you just
The
kind of eat
cookie?
it as you go? Yeah.
Oh no,
don't
it's
get
like it sinks to the bottom. It doesn't flow.
Yeah.
It just
But
goes.
like, but then what?
As I'm drinking the milk, sometimes I'll get little hits of it. It's like a cookie
Just,
boba.
just oh, it just floats in your. See, I'm afraid of choking.
What are you, 5, dude? You can.
Yeah, I'm scared. It's a constant fear of mine. As a fat dude, I don't want to die choking. I don't even have to. I don't want to even be caught choking.
Man, but no, maybe you should try. I'll try to eat cookies your way, and you try to eat cookies my way. I think it might.
I've
open your
done
mind.
it. Well, I've never. No, I've never.
I think
They've fallen in on accident, like soaking it too long, and that's where my fear comes from.
we're gonna open your sacral chakra with a Oreo soaked cookie. Or I can't talk. I'm gonna
Are you
have
providing them? So are we going traditional? Are we going double stuff?
That honestly, that
going
was really my next
lemon?
question. So, what's your cookie preference? Because I fucks with the lemons. The lemon thins, those are really.
I'm a sucker for a lemon flavored sweet.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, they're so good.
But like,
that might be a boy thing. Does your lady like lemon things?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
big time.
Okay. Interesting.
Fuck was it? Oh, a fat double stuffed Oreo though is ultra satisfying.
I think you have to freeze those and make it into an ice cream sandwich.
What?
Yeah.
All right, that's probably the way to go.
That's going to be their new campaign. They're going to be like, hey, you've tried regular Oreos. You've tried double stuffed Oreos. Have you tried the quadruple stuffed frozen Oreo?
Yeah, the frozen. Didn't they have like a max stuff Oreo that was supposed to be like
It was like a single in a
double?
package.
Yeah.
I remember that. It was like it was the same size as the Oreo Cakesters, which is those are terrible.
Suck. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what. No, don't do that. I appreciate the try and let's get something new, but man, was that terrible.
It's weird. Like there are very few companies that don't really have to do anything new. Oreo is one of those.
Yeah, and
like you could just sell your old ass cookie. Nobody would give a shit.
and Hostess,
Yeah.
whatever their lineup of product is right now, they could stop. They don't have
Stop
to
forever.
Yeah.
Dude, coffee cakes,
Those are
Swiss
good.
cake rolls,
Yeah.
zebra cakes.
I don't even like them, but those snowballs, they just look cool. I want to like them.
Really? The like coconut ones?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
look cool. I'm not a big on the coconut. I don't even
Me
know
neither.
what country buys that.
I
Like,
feel like a lot of people like coconut.
really?
Yeah, I think so. Because like almond joy is very popular.
Is it? I feel like nobody buys those. Let's see. Top 5 chocolates.
Well, it's definitely not going to be in the top 5.
Why not? Because it's in the impulse section.
Well, it doesn't have peanut butter. First of all, everybody likes peanut butter except for my
That's
girlfriend,
also yeah. I'm learning is not the case. Not everybody does.
which is psychotic. If you
It
don't
might
like
just
peanut
be
butter,
millennials, bro.
I have to take extra steps to trust you. Unless you have an if you have an allergy,
personality.
if you have an allergy that
No,
helps
even
me.
so, get a pen.
This is worth your EpiPen.
So let's see. The top American chocolate brands are Hershey, Ghirardelli's, See's, Taza, and Scharfenberger.
What the fuck, dude? I
So
feel like Hershey is 80%.
yeah, Hershey, Pennsylvania. Almond Joy is what, a Mars candy?
Probably.
No,
That's
it's a Hershey. It's a Hershey. You're right.
Isn't Mars isn't Hershey? I
Uh,
thought they were all under one umbrella.
I don't think so.
Are they separate on that list?
Uh,
Because there's no way Mars isn't up there. Ghirardelli's on that list because they're so goddamn expensive.
Yeah, yeah, they're
was-
okay.
If it was like per unit sold, Hershey would be like 99% of chocolate, probably.
I think Mars is its own
Oh,
place.
all right.
They do like the M&Ms and the Doves and stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
for
okay.
their own subsidiaries. Hotel Chocolat, Wrigley Company, Calanova, and VCA Incorporated. Wrigley, like the gum?
Yeah.
Huh. Or like the baseball field?
Yeah, both.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I learn new things every day. I love being dumb. I get to experience the world.
Just learn new stuff at 35 years old.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you know that red and yellow makes orange? It's crazy.
These basic colors. It's crazy.
Did you know that it doesn't exist on the color wheel? No. It's fun. It's fun learning new stuff. That's why I like trivia is cool. I'm terrible at trivia though.
Imagine if you would have found that out when you were younger.
What, trivia being cool?
No, it's fun to learn new stuff.
I mean, it's fun to learn new stuff because I'm learning it in the way that I learn. I think that's the education system's problem.
I suppose.
They're boring. They're stupid. And 8 o'clock is too early. That's
8 o'clock is too early.
What are you doing? That is so your parents can just go to work, right? That's why that's
for sure.
We'll watch
a lot of school is that. But also like 3 o'clock, it's like who's getting out of work at 3?
Yeah. How do you
So,
got him here? Figure out how to get home. I don't know.
right?
We're about to
school
close.
Hope you don't die.
I as a kid would like regularly get picked up late just because like my parents got off of work super late and I was like the last kid at the school.
Damn, what would you do?
I would just wait. It wasn't.
What do you mean?
It was never more than like 5 to 10 minutes. Like if they were running,
You're just like pathetically sitting on the bench, like on the side, like kicking your legs, like looking down the road at nothing.
Not far. You're not far.
Like, did the teachers feel bad for you?
Well, I was in the after school care program, so by the time it got to that point, all the teachers were gone. They leave. You know, like
they didn't give a shit about you, dude.
Oh.
They're like, do you ever way home, George? You're like, I think my mom. All right, see ya.
Yeah, they're on their way, basically. Yeah, I was like Russell from Up. Yep, I'll figure it out.
Dude, you're so lucky you didn't get kidnapped or something.
We're talking the 90s. You don't get kidnapping
also
until the 2000s.
Yeah, it can't be that popular in Hawaii either because it's like, fucking, where are you gonna go?
Also, I was a fat kid. That's a hard day. That's a
yeah. I mean, it'd probably be easy though. I'd be like, hey kid, I got your favorite chocolate bar, whatever it is, I got it. You'd be like, really?
Really? I've never had an almond joy before.
I got, dude, you know how many coconuts are on this island?
Yeah, I got 2 coconuts for you. Come in the car.
I have a Hershey's. We'll go chop down a coconut tree and we'll make an almond joy, dude. What else is an almond joy? Oh, obviously almonds.
Yeah, and
it's crazy it's not called coconut joy because that's really the determining factor. Nobody's like, I hate I won't eat it because it has almonds. But there will be somebody that's like, I don't want this because it has coconut. Like, that's deceiving as shit.
That's you bring up good questions. Why is it called an almond joy?
There's one almond in it, I think, in the middle, right? 2 almonds in it.
I think it's 2 because yeah, that's
separated.
Like,
that's why there's mounds. Oh wait, that's a different. That's a different candy bar though.
We're trying to spin chocolate conspiracy theories now. Mounds are from Mars. Oh my god, that's an.
I'm just saying. Have you ever seen mounds and almond joy in the same bowl together?
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like the same candy bar to me. Do they have different color wrappers? Yeah.
Can't fucking. Yeah. Sometimes I want to donate to Wikipedia. I want to. It's because they seem like they need it with the amount of ads, but I feel like the ads wouldn't go away. Next year, I would just get more.
I'm not using them for school anymore. I don't feel the need to pay them.
Yeah, but now we're teaching the world, bro.
Who is?
We are. We're teaching them what almond joys are called. Almonds joy.
Almonds joy?
There's more than one almond. No, it should be though because there's 2 almonds.
Imagine if it was what's it called when the Berenstein Bears thing?
Oh, the Berenstein
Mandela effect.
Yeah,
like it's actually almond joy.
Almond. Do you know almond joys were called mounds? You're like, hang on.
Wait.
What?
You mean to tell me Mounds and Almond Joy are the same thing?
Where did almond joys come from? No, they're almonds joy. Dun dun dun.
You've been duped your whole life, man.
Their tagline is sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
What? That's the Almond Joy?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a nutless Almond Joy? That's a coconut joy? What is the coconut candy bar? What if you're allergic to almonds? Is that possible?
Coconut is pretty sweet on its own. Like the
Mounds is a coconut? Oh.
Did they have to wait for it in the streets?
Mounds is an almondless Almond Joy.
Oh, it's an almond sad.
It's a coconut sack, dude. Gross. Now that you say it like that, that's fucking disgusting. I definitely don't want it. I mean, I wouldn't want it anyway. I would rather have just I would rather it be a coconutless Almond Joy.
a chocolate almond.
Yeah, just a Hershey almond bar, really.
I don't really like almonds. I don't really like coconut. I like chocolate, but it's also made in dark chocolate, so it's a candy that like I don't really want to eat any piece of it.
Right. You know, I should try coconut again because I haven't had it in a long time. And there's a lot of things that I haven't had in a long time that if I try them again, I go, that's not so bad.
No, coconuts. You remember coconut? You don't.
All right,
coconut water is good, but right, and there's versions of coconut that you will enjoy. The flavor on its own is cool, but the texture ruins everything.
Are there coconuts in Hawaii that grow naturally?
Yeah.
Or was I just saying that out of my ass? Have you ever eaten the meat? Like, have you ever done that as like a Boy Scout or something?
No, we're called hula scouts.
Really? They don't have Boy Scouts? You have hula scouts? No, that's
we're warrior scouts.
That's better.
We are
Timbuktu scouts would be better, dude.
No, but like if you go to the Polynesian Cultural Center, they'll have a dude that'll climb a coconut tree with his bare hands, basically grab a coconut, bring it down, and smash it on a rock, husk it, and then like you can eat the meat right out of that fresh coconut. It's good.
Damn, just this dude doing this indigenous work for all these white folk.
Yeah.
That's
He's
crazy.
shredded though. He's always buff because he's doing that all day, just climbing trees and ripping coconuts with his hand.
When he could just be taking a cherry picker up and just chopping it off and dropping it on a stone so it breaks open and goes, "Get it, you fat whiteys." You know?
He probably works in an office and he's like, "This is my side job. This is my hustle."
Maybe that's how he gets his workout in.
What is weird is like at those spots, like those tourist locations, like there's a waterfall that's a pretty tame waterfall, and then the water that it falls into is like a pretty tame lake, but it's deep enough to drown in. So they set up this stand right outside of it that has life jackets so that you can swim in the lake and go like up to the waterfall and stuff and be safe about it. But there's also a tip jar, and I always feel like obligated to tip before because I'm like, will you save me if
just in case?
Yeah, but that kind of stuff exists like at all those tourist spots. There's always like a dude that has a tip jar that I'm like, I don't know that like you did anything for this tip though. Like,
so just in case. But how much you put in? Like a quarter?
I put in $5. I wasn't trying to die, dude. But like,
right, this is still America.
when I went zip lining, well, I shouldn't say I went. My mom paid for everything.
Went zip lining?
Yeah, we went zip lining. My mom took all of us to go zip lining, and they basically take you up a mountain, and the last zip line is the longest one. It's like over a minute of zipping.
Sounds terrifying. It's gonna catch on fire.
So fucking dope. It's so cool,
dude. It'd be cool if you could go like island to island.
I'm not mad at that. Like
dope, right?
A sky hook, you just sit in like a run, and then they just pick you up. That'd be fun.
Or just like the tallest peak on one to the tallest peak on another.
Damn. No, that you can't do that because there's snow and shit. That's two different climates. You need your zip line in the same climate.
In the summer, then
you don't want to arrive and it's cold and stuff.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about like
in Hawaii.
Yeah,
it's cold.
Yeah,
there's snow.
The summit of Mauna Kea. Yeah.
I see. Worth it, dude. You start there. That's the tallest. You start there. and you have like your winter clothes on, and you have the pants that zip off, at the knee, and then as you go, you just shed clothing and just drop it over to the ocean, and it gets absorbed into the plastic pile that's already there, and it's fine.
I mean, I'm
Doesn't that
down.
sound fun?
Yeah, it does sound fun. That's what I'm saying. Ziplining is dope. It's super cool.
It
And but
snaps.
it's also like not a cheap experience, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a 2.5 hour day thing. You ride in those things we were talking about that you get firewood in the woods and stuff. Like not ATVs, but like
Oh yeah, like an
vehicles,
off-road
like
vehicle.
yeah,
Yeah, I
they
know what you mean.
ride in those and they take you up the mountain. You go across like 6 different zip lines. Like it's a whole day thing. It's expensive to do in general. My mom paid for
Yeah.
everyone, so I
Nice.
went. Obviously,
Of
like,
course.
I'm not stupid. But then at the end of it, like after we were all safe, we were putting our stuff away. Like they were doing the debrief. Like thank you so much for coming. Um, if you want to tip your guides, they're going to be over there. And I was like, what do you mean tip? Like we paid for the experience. Are they not getting paid? What do they need to be tipped for now?
Is this tip taxable? Is my question.
Well, no, it's not, because if you're going to give them the tip,
Is it being reported?
so it's just weird. Weird. As a tipped employee, I'm like, there's a line here. Like you, we paid for the experience. You gave us the experience, and you're asking for a little extra at the end.
And he basically just like hooked you in and said, "Jump."
Yeah. Show me how to do it. They would have their typical script of like, this is number 2, blah 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 blah. You know, they have some jokes to pepper in or whatever. Like I
You
understand.
go, not impressed.
Yeah, I would take it again and be like, you're using all the same jokes, dude.
Yeah. Wow. You don't have a different set for round 2? That's sad.
The sun's in a different location. You can't riff on that for a little bit. We can't just talk about that. But they use the first 3 zip lines to kind of train you, because they are long zip lines. You're like 150, 200 feet in the air. You're like in those trees. You feel like Tarzan. So the first one, they're like, oh, just, zip line regular. But by the time you get to the last one, they're like, this is the longest one. This is the fastest one. Don't grab the line. Do whatever the fuck you want. So I turned upside down. I was doing spins and shit. I was pretending I was Brink. I was like grabbing my feet like I was skating. Like it was cool. I ended up in Spider-Man. Like I had a great time. But then to be like, oh, we need some money now. It's like, you got my money, or you got her money already.
Yeah.
Why do I have to? Why are you guilting me for it?
Yeah, I don't know. But like, I guess I don't know. Like, how much work was involved for him?
That's what I'm saying.
It's like,
own this.
when you like get your car detailed, like you tip the guy that like does the inside, like that like wipes it down and everything.
Mm.
I'm trying to think of like a similar situation.
Yeah, and I assume we tip that guy because everyone's car is at a different level of cleanliness. So you're giving them a little extra, but like, sorry, I knew that was a mess. Like that's the kind of the transaction. Thank you for cleaning up my mess. Like you are offering me a service, so that tip makes sense. But if you're an employee, you're taking me on a tour of the brewery that you work at, that you're clocked in for.
Yeah, you're not doing like a specific service for me. This was already a thing that was going to happen.
Yeah, you were at work and they were like, hey, you're going to show these people around. Cool. That's part of the job description. I don't understand why cash has to change hands.
I don't know.
Fucking service industry, bro. It's really just indentured service.
We'd be asking for tips.
Or offering a service to everybody involved.
Yes, but it's also the planned thing that's expected. I mean, they didn't pay.
They didn't pay. They also didn't plan.
Well, I suppose. But we did.
We did, and we work hard, and it's smooth, and that's why we had a good year. Can you believe it? We made a year, dude. Did you think that we were gonna get back to the grind and then keep it for the entire duration of the year?
No, I thought somebody was gonna ruin it.
Right? We almost did, those fuckers.
Yeah, a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, they almost did.
Standard, but
Well, what was on your bingo card of what could end the room?
Sneaking in alcohol or like drug use.
just inside, just fucking
Yeah.
using those tables in the front to just cut a line real quick.
Yeah, exactly. Shit like that. Or just, I don't know, like drinking a bottle of NyQuil or something on the back patio. I don't know. People are stupid.
Yeah. It's cool. I'm very happy we ran into it because I can't find or think of another, not that I've been to every mic, but like the vibe of going downstairs, I think to us, I think even to Frankie, it feels very other coasty, feels East Coasty to go into a basement to do comedy, but it's allowed.
It feels like a club.
It does. It does. The seating's a little weird, but whatever. Jinx, you owe me a soda. Huh.
I mean, we could move those like big tables out of the middle.
They're broke.
I know. But that would you can move the small tables then to the center, and it's fine the way it is. It's just fine. It's nice to create standing room easier.
True. Yeah.
Plus, nobody wants to sit in like the front seats and shit anyway, so you gotta force them. Speaking of though, the fucking roast was
the most.
We haven't, right? We didn't podcast since then.
We did not. Oh, I think my fucking camera just died, dude. I don't think so.
Looks like it.
Keep talking. I got a battery right here.
All right.
But yeah, we did. We did it. We loved it. What do you think, Mr. Peanut Gallery King?
It was fun. It was a good time. I didn't prepare as much as I should have, of course. And I was kind of just going off of the top of my head for a few. I don't know if I like didn't look at the right list or the right flyer, or I just like, because I had in my notebook like a space for everybody, I thought, and then as we started going, I was like, why don't I have this person's name written down? And I guess I just didn't write everybody's name down to do.
You didn't just go by like graphic?
I did, but I guess I just didn't finish it. I think maybe I was sitting at a mic like a month ago or so, and as people were going on stage, if they were on the list, I was writing their name down, and if they weren't there that night, then they just didn't get written down, and I didn't double check my list.
Yeah, Shady was a late addition though. Just he asked and whatever.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. I don't really care.
It's a nice little wild card for everybody. I don't know, whatever. It didn't detract from the show, and I knew that at the very least he was gonna come with some prepared material, even if it was last year's. But whatever.
I think 5 minutes is too long.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I didn't have to light anybody, but we ended on time.
Or like yeah, that's fair. Or like I don't know if we could get like a wireless mic so that somebody could respond after a good joke if they wanted to. I don't know.
Yeah, because we still have one more input. I'm sure that's a very doable thing. But things we can talk about for next year's roast. I think overall it was good. A few people were a little disappointed that I didn't live stream it, but that's so much extra effort. And yeah, that you really want to be there for that. It's a vibe. It really is.
It's definitely better live.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Yeah. I can attest to that because I watched it digitally, virtually, whatever.
You're bored, huh?
It was super boring.
You're just waiting for a good joke, and even then, you could barely hear it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was fun to have.
The only way we'd be able to do that is if we like took your whole like computer setup so that you could stream through OBS, so that you could get the inputs from the mixer and XYZ. But that's a process.
And if you guys want that, I would gladly do all of that for an extra $250.
There you go.
That's my price. So if you
sign
want
up for
that,
the Patreon
for
that high tier,
the pro tier, the golden standard. Yeah. I want to ask, what was your worst set this year?
My worst set?
Yeah. What was
just a couple weeks ago at the winery. No
You
shit,
full
dude.
time though?
Huh?
You did your full time?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I think so. I don't know. Eddie, you know how Eddie Jarvis runs his shows? It's just like you could do 10 to 12 and like if you're doing well, just keep going and then you can riff in between people if you want and like do some time before I come up and I'm like, okay. And I go up and I think I said this on one of the previous episodes, but it was like a bringer crowd. So they were just there for one person and they did not like me from the get go. Like it was a room full of black people. I went up as a white dude and I just did my stuff and I didn't like
Colonizer shit, yeah.
yeah, I didn't like I didn't but I was like I didn't want to like pander and be like oh like I which I probably should have, but I don't know. I just wanted to do the jokes that I had planned to do. Anyway,
In
um
hindsight, though, how would you have fixed that?
I don't know. I don't think it would have mattered to be honest with you what I did.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Where'd my
Whatever.
dick go? I don't know.
Is whatever.
As a hardest,
Dude,
you
it was yeah, dude, because on one of the jokes, mind you, I've done these jokes a number of times and they've done perfectly fine. So it's not like
not even well. They've done perfectly fine.
yeah, well, they've done perfectly fine. um and like in one of the jokes, I finish it and it's just like dead silence and one of the people goes, "Guess you had to be there." I was like, "Oh fuck." That was, up until then, like I was fine. Like you know,
You
you
look good,
bomb,
Hackle.
yeah. But it was like quiet enough to where I couldn't like acknowledge it because not everybody heard it. Like the people around them heard it and I heard it, but like the people in the back didn't hear it. And so
Yeah.
for me to like say something would have been rude. Plus, I knew that was one of the people that came to see the comics. So I was like, I'm not gonna get like against them, and it's just there was a dynamic there. But anyway, um, yeah, I was like bombing, just taking my bomb on the chin. You know how you do as a professional. You just deal with it. But like, and that when that happened, I was probably at like 9 minutes in, and that hurt. That hurt me. That was just, he was like, "Guess you had to be there." I was like, "Oh god." And then it was like, okay, let me just power through this last joke and just fucking get done. So I probably did like 11, something like that. And then it was just because I was hosting too.
You did your designated 10 to 12.
Yep. It was the average of 10 to 12. And then in between comics, because I was hosting, I was just like very quick. Like it was an open mic, dude. Just like give it up for them. And then they give it up for your next person. And Eddie, before he went up, he was like, "Hey, you can do a couple minutes if you want to." And I was like, I don't want to."
Hard pass.
He was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yep." It's like you can't tell what's going on right now. Like you shouldn't want to go up right now, dude. Like everybody bombed except for Aaron and the black woman that brought all the people.
Man.
So rough night.
That was
Like that's on him. I blame him for that. I
yeah.
really do. That's what happens at bringer shows. But also, I don't know. I feel like I guess my act should be good enough to where it gets everybody. But at the end of the day, I don't think that's that's just not going to be the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
What you do isn't always going to get every crowd. And there's probably not a lot you can do in some situations.
Yeah.
I went up cold, dude. Nobody was like, he's like done the improv. He's been doing this for 10 years. No, there was none of that. It was like just walk up and introduce yourself. It's just I don't know.
You let everybody know what's happening, kid.
Yeah, it's like it just makes you seem like jerk off.
Because you're the kiddo. You're the kiddo in the room as far as he's
right.
concerned. You only been doing it so long.
Yeah.
He's your uncle. You know, that's what he likes to call himself. Everyone's uncle.
Mm-hmm.
He called me nephew one time, and I was like, please stop.
He had to tell me 3 times about how the flyer got messed up and had the old address on it. And by the third time, I almost had to be like, dude, like I heard you the first time,
And the second, and now, but the
but
show's
it's
gonna start.
but it's like
It
I'm
wasn't a
here.
problem.
It's
Yeah.
like I'm here. They all found it.
Yeah.
I love producers that just keep coming up with excuses for why people aren't at their shows. It's like just run the show. It is what it is, man.
Yeah. So many times like, hey man, I don't know what's going on. It's just last week it was
Yeah.
crazy. Last week it was wow. We were, like standing only. Like even the bartender, I've never seen it like this before. It was like it was wild. I don't know what's going on today.
Yeah, you know what we do when we have a live show? We go,
Sorry.
I guess it's one of those days.
No, I think we go, yeah, this place is like that.
Yeah. Like, yeah, this is what we deserve.
This is what we all deserve. I think that's the crazy part is people think that they deserve more than that. Oh, you were not there. But there's
Please.
somebody said yes on Thursday they stopped me in the middle of me just kind of walking by. They stopped me and I did not know they were addressing me. I was just going from the back parking lot to downstairs. It's like 16 steps, maybe. It's a pretty quick to add back to the grind. And I was stopped midway and they just said my name and I just turned around. I was like, what? And then this person was like, oh, I was trying to start a conversation so we could like generate a spark so that like I could be your friend and I could
Wait, they said these things to you?
Yes.
Did you say
out in public?
That's gross.
No, I just looked at it and I was like, oh, be funnier. And then I walked away.
Oh, can you put in chat who it was? Do I know this person?
I'm gonna put it in chat and I'm gonna say that you don't know this person.
Okay.
Most likely. This person is, I mean, I understand what they were doing, but there's better ways to do that. If that makes
I know the name.
And I know it came off as like a dig. I didn't mean it that way. That was like my response of like we don't have to be friends to do this thing.
Yeah,
like,
you don't have to do this awkward thing where you try to bring up something that I'm gonna talk about with you.
Yeah. Friendship
Just
is
be
not
funny.
the currency that the buddy system trade.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's figured that out yet. Like we are the least buddy people. And then someone also addressed with Carlos. He said that we're all very standoffish, and Carlos responded perfectly, and he just was like, "What do you want me to be with you, man?" Like, but that's real ass too. It's like, what? I don't know what you need from me. Like, there's literally a thing that you can do the thing that you came to do. Like, what else do you want?
Yeah.
I can give you no more.
I don't know either. What I mean, what do you think do you think the majority of people come out to do comedy because they need friends?
I don't think that. I guess I don't hope. I hope that that's not the case. But I think those types of people kind of tend to gravitate towards it just because the bar, not the bar, I guess the level of entry is very low in the thing that we do.
Yeah.
So it makes them a little awkward. That's why I've been giving a lot of people a lot more like leash. I don't want to assume that you're doing it in like in a negative way just because I'm a negative person. So I try to be understanding. So like I'm saying, like I understand the desire to be like, I need more stage time. Can I be your friend? It's like, if that's what you think is going on right now, just do it for a little bit longer and you'll get it. You'll understand what's going on.
Yeah. And this person at least hasn't been consistent here.
Yeah.
I don't know how often they're out and about elsewhere.
I don't know how serious I'm going to take you if you continue to show up in slides, socks, shorts. Like I think there's a level that you need to reach probably personally first before like you can find out who you are on stage. Some people don't have to, but
yeah,
maybe you do. And so
yeah, I mean, when you start in comedy, you shouldn't be like, I mean, obviously you can socialize. You should. It's not like you should not talk to people, but like your focus should be like on your jokes, your act, and just getting on the stage.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and if you're gonna network with people that make you laugh.
Yeah, because
The
and
people that are
also like
funny.
there's no point in networking if you can't do comedy yet.
Right. Yeah.
So do that
That's what
first.
I think. But I guess we're just different. We're standoffish. Rightfully so, though.
It's
And
fine. I'm over it. I don't care.
yeah, I'm trying to just get some stage time. I'm trying to just make some people laugh and be better at this.
Mm,
That's all I want to do. Mama said I had magic voice.
yeah. We didn't tell any jokes about each other at the roast.
No, not really. I
We
called
didn't
you.
really have any.
I called you
I
white
just noticed.
sour
Oh, that's just
instead of white power.
oh.
Ah,
Oh,
fucker, it's funny. God damn it.
I thought you were referencing a comic.
Oh no, not as funny.
That's just rude.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's interesting to I don't know. We don't have to talk about those people.
Here's the real question. Should we do like a midsummer roast?
It's gonna be so hot, dude. It's gonna
I
be
mean, we're gonna do the mic anyway, right?
yeah. Roast battle? Are we over the battle format? I'm honestly kind of over the battle format. I want to see you write about everybody. That's why I want
That's just more work for us.
right.
The
I
roast
agree.
battle
I agree.
is more work for
There's
us.
plenty. Like if you want to do that, go over there. They do that. They do it. They probably do it well. So go do it there. I want to see like the versatility of the joke writing ability. I want to see you forcefully hammer out 18 jokes in 2 months. That's cool. That's my favorite. But maybe that's just me. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. How do I podcast with no liquid?
Oh no, I haven't had a drink this whole time. Oh, you just pull a fucking Starbucks cup out of your ass.
Yeah. This episode brought to you by the Green Lady.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The Statue of Liberty?
Yeah. Is it true that that was bronze and it decayed to green?
I believe it was copper.
Oh, but that's true?
Yeah.
Man.
Like you ever leave a penny in the rain, it like rusts, it oxidizes and becomes green.
Hmm. I've never left a penny out. Money matters.
Well, good
See,
for you.
pick it up.
Only if it's heads up, though, right?
No, I pick them all up.
What? You pick up, dude? That's why your life sucks. You've been picking up tails up head pennies your whole life. That's fucking crazy. Nobody does that.
I step over cracks, man, twice.
You step over them twice. That's OCD. Going back and forth.
Keeps me on my toes. It makes me feel right.
You're like a football player doing one of those step ladders.
Yeah. I was at the park today and I watched like these two husky dudes. They're clearly training for basketball because one dude was like holding a medicine ball and the other was like below him, like, you know, doing the football, the set hike, you know,
Okay, yeah.
doing a bunch of those. And I thought about it. I was like, I don't think I could push that guy, like that, the guy holding the ball. Because in my head, as I was running up the hill, like at the beginning of the hill when my motivation was still high, I was like, I think I could do that. And then right when I like met them about halfway up the hill, I saw the guy like real size. And I was like, no way, no way. If they're like, hey bro, you want to give this a go? I'm gonna be like, no, I gotta finish my run. Like I got one more lap. You know, I'll make some excuses. But at the beginning of the hill, I was like, I could do that. I could fucking
Yeah.
But then seeing it, like yeah, like real football player, they're scary. Though they're scary.
Yeah.
That's not. They're Ninja Turtles.
They're huge.
Yeah, they're sumo Ninja Turtles. Like I watch a lot of fighting anime. They're that. They're just gigantic anime character with like big ass shoulders
Oh, I see. Yeah.
and just like ripped for weird like they're ripped because they had to practice 6 times this week. Like,
Well, that's like the world's strongest man, not even strongest man. I guess that's probably a better example because that's real strength, not just like bodybuilding is what I was first thinking of, like Mr. Olympian.
yeah.
But world's strongest man, like those dudes are like fucking cartoon characters.
Yeah.
literally throwing boulders and shit, just throwing a tree. They just throw trees, dude. Throw logs as a part of their sport. It's crazy.
So, like, what's your favorite event? Telephone pole throwing. That is my favorite.
I like when I carry the fucking heavy rock 300 yards.
Yeah.
Psychos.
Atlas stones. Like, I feel like bones should be breaking when they carry those things.
Yeah.
And they lift them. Man.
All right. You know what? One I think is cool, and I think I could do is like pulling like the car, like they have the harness and they're pulling the car and the bus. I'm like, I think I could do that.
I think I could find a car that I could.
You could get a Prius out there.
Oh, I couldn't do a Prius. No,
you could pull a Prius.
I could do like a smart car, maybe. Like
no,
yes,
dude. I think it's way easier.
Heavy.
I think it's way easier than it looks.
No, I don't think.
First of all, it's not in park. It's in neutral, dude. You can push a car in neutral. So like pulling it's going to be easier. And you're in a harness, dude, you can just like lay down like almost parallel and just push with your legs. I think it's easier than it looks. That's why they're able to do like buses, dude.
No, I don't think it's
that. I don't think
it's
that easy, but I think it's easier than
we'll find the straps. We'll do it in the back of back.
Let's fucking do it, dude. Let's do it. I'll pull your little bitch ass Scion XB, dude. Are you kidding me?
I might. I don't think. Okay.
Your little fiberglass ferry car.
Physics speaking, yes, I think it's a simpler task, but I don't think I could do a Prius, and that's my point.
Why?
I think a Prius is heavy, dude.
Why do you think a Prius is heavy?
It just seems like a bitchy car.
You can't get 50 miles to the gallon and be heavy, dude.
His weight. Yeah, but you also don't
compare it to the
eyes.
Compare it to a 2008 Scion XB.
All right, so a Prius, the 2024 Toyota Prius is 3,164 pounds.
Okay, so 3,000 pounds.
You think you could pull that?
Yeah, I do. If it's in neutral and I have a harness, yeah, I can definitely pull 3,000 pounds. On wheels? Yeah, dude. That's what they're made for. Are you kidding me?
Science, bro.
2006
Scion XB has a weight of 2,450 pounds.
See?
I could do my box for sure. Again,
yeah, 2,500 is reasonable for sure.
I bet I could start pulling the Prius, but my thighs would cramp up. Like
I would just be afraid that it would like start going, and then I would get so tired that I couldn't stop and it would run me over.
We never thought this far into this event before.
Yeah, you have to put someone in it. You have to add 150 pounds to have someone inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
So can you get 2,650 pounds is the question.
I don't think it's just pulling. I think the event is like you have to pull it for like 50 feet or something.
Yeah, it's a distance. Yeah.
But what's the furthest you think you can pull the Prius? And I think that's the problem.
Dude, as far as you want. Once it gets going, it's easy, man. Yeah, once you get going. What are there speed bumps on this fucking course? Get out of here. It's a flat land.
Friction in the world, man.
Yeah, dude. But once you're going, you're going. The hard part is getting the momentum going. But once you're going, you just go.
I don't think I could pull it successfully through the parking lot of Back to the Grind. I don't think I can get
I think I could pull it onto Orange Street and down to
Maine. I'll pull it to the top of the structure, dude.
Yeah. That's what they should do in those events is have them like pull it up a parking lot. That would be cool, dude. Like go up a parking garage. Yeah.
At the bottom and you have to park it in zone B. Like you have to you pick it out of a fucking hat. That's your event.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
Take it 2 floors up to Mickey and Friends.
And it's like the Harry Potter the Goblet of Fire where they're picking dragons. You have to pick like a Hot Wheel out of a bag, and that's the car.
Oh, that's a dope. Great game. Let's just play.
I know.
Some dude the cement truck. You're like, what the fuck?
This is gonna be on season 2 of Beast Games on Amazon Prime.
The buddy games.
Yeah, dude. We could do just as good as Mr. Beast did with his game show.
Yeah. Or it'll be a Squid Game. That's the car you get to drive around in. Man.
Okay. Yeah.
I would just put a tractor or like a John Deere. That's right. Do you want to get your plugs? You want to tell the churn what's going on? This is the final one of the year. Very minimal edits. So hopefully this will get up. I'll speak it into existence. This will get up before the end of the year. So why don't you tell the kiddos what's going on?
Okay. First of all, follow me on Instagram at Willie_D20 and Twitch at William_D20. I've been streaming there on the weekends and the mornings. Have your coffee and watch me kill raid bosses on Twitch. I will be at Strum Brewing in Ontario, California, on January 11th at 7 p.m. And then February, what is it, the 12th? Right? Mid-February.
Yes.
February 12th, we'll be at the Ontario Improv. So I'll be there Tuesdays at Brooks, Thursdays at Back to the Grind, most of the time, unless traffic is ridiculous like it was this last week. And yeah, that's it.
Cool. If you like everything we do, Tuesdays at Brooks, Thursdays at Back to the Grind. Follow us on Instagram at the Buddy System Co. Go to our Patreon, patreon.com/the Buddy System Co. For some extra whatnots. Or you could just do your priority sign up through that way. If you know you're gonna come, why not just dish the money out early? Put yourself on a commitment, y'all. Yeah, follow everything we're doing. If you're looking for the things that I am doing, I will be hosting at Strum. We'll see how this next year is going to go. Speaking of baddest sets, I've bombed regularly at Strum for most of the year, but we'll talk about that later. But come for this one. It'll be a fun time. New owner, so come say hi to the new owners at Strum. Follow them at Strum Brewing. I'm also doing stuff at the Improv School Redlands on Fridays. They've got a whole year of curriculum out, so go check out your intermediate, your beginner classes. If you're looking for more stuff that I'm doing, just go to gferrito.ninja. That's my website. That's where you're going to find everything. You want to book me, you want to buy some stuff, I want to see other stuff that I'm doing, go there, check it out. Otherwise, thank you for listening. If you continue listening, share this with the people. And your friends.
Especially your friends.
What?
I said especially your friends.
Yeah, especially your friends. If you like, just need a driving buddy. Whatever. What's up? Yeah, no. So back to worst set of the year. Every time, I would say 6 times in a row, 6 months, I was like, I'm gonna fucking bomb again, and I was right. It's
negative energy, dude. That's what it is.
Maybe
secret. You need to rewatch it.
I'd rather read the book. It's more powerful.
Well, yeah, the book is always better than the movie.
Yeah, hands down.
Even The Secret.
Eventually, though, I figured it out. But there is something about just brewery vibes going up first to people that aren't really sure that they want to be there yet. It's
like, how funny can people be in my hometown?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, you're here.
This is my brewery.
Can't be that good on a Saturday night.
Yeah,
you should be on Saturday Night Live. That's what they're thinking.
Yeah. There's no there isn't that anymore for us. I think that's my real gripe with the comedy industry as a whole. It kind of feels like everybody that could do stuff for this new generation of comedy up and did their own thing. Especially post-COVID, like everything done now. They're like, oh, we're going to stay at the thing we're doing instead of like taking comics on the road or showing them how to do things. And it's really lowered the integrity of the industry. And I have a big problem with that.
I actually agree. Yeah.
Because you used to have the journeyman to bring them up, the host, and you're going to host at this place, or I've seen you host at this place. Why don't you come over here? Like those people bringing people along, and now it's you leave it to irresponsible alcoholics.
Yeah, you really do.
Who know how to swindle their way and then kind of ruin it for everybody else. Because now, there are local rooms that have tried comedy with 2, maybe even 3 separate producers, and they're like, okay, well, this is just not it. And that's how they're going to feel about every other venture that they go into now. And
especially comedy related.
Yeah, yeah, they're gonna be like, what can we do to increase revenue at this new place? I mean, you know what we don't do? We don't do stand up because that fucking sucks.
Last time we did that, people got mad at them and didn't buy drinks, and they just left early, shit like that.
Yeah, yeah. Meanwhile,
Which
Thursdays at a
disclaimer,
coffee shop.
which as a disclaimer, not a guarantee it's not going to happen with us.
Yeah, no, for sure. Such
I'm hosting your show. Who knows? If you're going to bring me up cold to a
a
room full of people that don't know me,
I don't think I'm a good host. I'm not a good like first comic. Not that I'm entitled to in the middle, but I think I'm not like sometimes I'm not palatable and I get it but it doesn't bother me. So I continue on with my unpalatable shit and I just soldier through. There have been people that like I've seen at the Ice House that are just so professional, like they're businessmen with it. They're like they address it and they squash it and they continue on with their set. And I feel very pleasant and like this is a cool show. This guy's a great host. I don't think I'm that guy. I think I'm all over the place with my host. That's my weakest point, and I think that's why I continue to bomb it strong. Because until I figure that shit out, you know.
I think I do good like in club like settings because I have a club like way of doing comedy. I feel like so it tends to translate well.
How do you? How would you describe a club like comedy style?
Take your time in between lines, let people think about it, give like I don't know. That's what I notice about everybody else. Everybody else just talks so fast. They don't wait for people to laugh. Like they don't give their punchlines a few seconds to see if anybody's gonna like catch on late or like see if the room itself is gonna catch on late. I don't know. Like people are afraid of silence, and I just find it fun. It's like a tool. It's you can use it.
Yeah, yeah. It's
You can make people anticipate what you're gonna say. You
makes
can
me
make them think
howl.
about what you just said.
Yeah,
I don't know. Where's Carlos?
craftsman. You're a craftsman about it, I guess.
I
But
guess.
that's the problem with letting alcoholics go on stage. Is like they're just
They
talking.
don't think about it.
They're impulsive, which is good sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I mean that's the thing is like that. If that's your style, it's your style. Like I have a more like this is what I'm gonna say. Like I will go off the top, but as far once my jokes are solidified, like this is what it's gonna be.
yeah, yeah. I think I learned the importance of a set list way too late. I might have been like 6 years in before I started making a consistent set list. Maybe.
Yeah, where I was like, oh, this is like my 15 minutes.
Yeah. Damn it, Carlos. I emailed it to you.
Didn't work, dude.
I sent it here. I sent it before the thing. Like this is
That's what I'm saying though, dude.
no.
I didn't get the email either.
Okay. Copy invitation. Go to I'm gonna do this. This is where I should share screen so that you can see like the I'll be like, no, I'm not lying, bro. Like fucking
I think you're lying. It's probably a Zoom. There he is.
there he is.
It's probably a Zoom issue. Not sending emails properly.
We're gonna just talk to his name.
Okay.
Automobile Los Patino.
Man, I didn't have time to set anything up good. I just
Oh.
literally, I didn't even take it a shit.
Oh my god.
You can do it now. Take your laptop and then just
Yeah.
I'm not mad
It's
at
it's not charged.
it.
What's up, y'all? How long you guys been going
That's what,
without me?
3.5 hours now.
Really? Damn,
Been
you
a
guys are
while.
wild.
Yeah, we've been
Been
pulling a
real.
Joe Rogan.
Marathon.
Yeah. Honestly, we
Marathon?
just did our plug. So if you want to tell the kids and folks where you's gonna be coming out, because this is gonna come out very soon. This is our last one of the year. This coming out, speaking into existence before the end of the year. The secret. Hey.
Uh-huh.
So tell the kids what's going on with your 2025, Mr. Los Patino. Where can they find you?
You can follow me on Instagram at Los Patino Comedy, for all further information of where I'm gonna be. So far, I think January 19th, I believe I will be one of the features for Timmy's mic. What is it? What is it called? The CKs? CKs, I'll be there. And then February 26th, I will be headlining the Ontario Improv. So please come on out. Uh,
Yay.
Tickets available now at ontario.improv.com. Promo code Buddy to save some money. Come on out. Let's have some freaking fun. Williams.
Already went.
You already well, that's right. Oh, well, do them again.
Nope.
How long have you guys been going?
Like a little over an hour,
Too long?
probably.
Is that
We
it?
haven't done any clips yet. I don't know
All
if we're
right. All
going
right.
to.
All right.
That's what
Good
we
seeing
should
you
do.
guys. Let's fucking, I gotta nothing.
We talked about the roast.
Did you? Oh, the roast
Yep.
was fun. The roast was fun. I liked our dynamic to the roast.
Yep. I said I wish I would have done more prep, but whatever. It was still fun.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
worked. Nobody knew.
Nobody had any idea. And then like it was cool like how as a system we flowed smoothly the
Like
first
as a
time.
buddy system, you mean?
Yeah, yeah, like as it's just like the way it flowed was really smooth for the first time ever doing it like that.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
we're professionals.
It's, we're trying to be.
We know what the fuck we're doing.
Let's just be my friend. That's all I want. Just be my friend.
I
I
was
don't
just trying to
know.
like start a conversation.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy how some people like I don't want to be mean because I'm not trying to be mean, you
Oh,
know.
well,
Yeah.
incoming.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like, you know, I was called out, or at least I was chosen to be called out for the three of us that were a little standoffish and all that stuff. And I was like, well, and then my question was, well, how do you want me to be? How do you want us to be? And I was like, no, you know what? Not even us. I said, how do you want me to be? How am I supposed to be? And I was like, because the way I am is the way is who I am. You know, it's just that's who I are. You know, that's who I be, son.
Are
Like
you
it's
telling me I can't be the person that I was born as?
exactly. So then that's what I said after. I was like,
God.
how do you want Carlos Patino to be since I can't be myself? You know, like
That's
I just
deep, bro.
yeah. Yeah, because I was like, dude, like what you're getting out of the mic, that's all you're getting that already. You're coming out, you're getting stage time. What the hell do you want from me? Like you want me to treat you like you're my best friend after you just started coming out? Like I can't, dude. Like I want to get to know people before I like start being cool with them.
Even
And it should
then,
be the same for me. It should be the same for me. Like you should freaking get to know me first before and but like fucking those are slow goes, man. You can't just fucking step on the gas pedal and be like we're best friends now because we're all doing the same thing. You know what I mean? Like
I agree.
it took me a while to get close with you guys and
And a hefty investment.
yeah, yeah. And then now I'm headlining the Ontario Improv. But do you guys think I fucking liked you guys when we first started? You
Yeah.
know?
So
No,
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
I actually somehow like you less now. Oh wait, the roast is over.
we're
You know?
just talking about should we have one in the middle of the year?
That would be cool, but I like the end of the year thing because it kind of sends everything off. I think what we we weren't anticipating having another mic after, like the week later.
Yeah.
So like it kind of lost its hotness as a product. But I don't think you know what we should do mid-year because mid-year people are kind of pissed at each other and they kind of want to say some shit. We should do a roast battle.
Hmm. I think we should just have a fight pit and then we
Yeah,
open
yeah,
it up.
yeah. We should right
uh,
there in the middle. Take the cables out.
KY Jelly Wrestling on the stage.
Yeah.
There we go.
The stage is
Get
the
an
ring. If you
inflatable
fall
pool.
off, ring out.
Inflatable
Yeah,
pool to maintain the KY.
yeah. You fall out, and then everyone gets to stomp you to death.
Sure. Yeah. It's intense.
Yeah, that escalated quickly. Everyone die.
Last man
Like,
You
standing
went from losing at gay wrestling to getting
to
killed.
fight to the death. That's where my mind is right now. I'm a little aggressive. So I got off work. got off work. It's fucking crazy. And I did talk about this with George on Thursday too, like about
Being my
cause
friend for once.
yeah, cause Ant and I ran the show, and it was just like too many damn people showed up. You wouldn't expect it, right? It's the day after Christmas. People might want to be with their families, but then I guess we had too many people sign up, and you know how it is, like towards the middle of the night, you're like, I don't know if we're gonna get everybody.
Yeah.
Like we gotta start strategizing, and this is what bugs me the most about that job. I'll do it, you know, and I enjoy, because I enjoy this before I say what I say, I enjoy this because it's comedy related, so I don't mind. But doing that part of the structuring time and making sure we have enough to fit everybody in is exactly what I do at work.
You boss man, Patino. That's
It's exactly what I do at work, so I'm just like I'm doing it at work and I'm doing it here. So a part of me really hates it, but at the same time, I'd rather do it for stand up than to do it for a paycheck, I guess.
yeah. Buddy system
I'm
is also indentured servitude. We don't pay. We don't.
I'm just selling my life here. That's it, either for a paycheck
Your
for
freedom.
this. For this. My freedom has been taken in one way or another.
Yeah, and like you're involved, and you don't even get that much stage time out of it.
I thought you were gonna say not that much money. I was like, wait a minute.
Also facts. Also facts.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean I get the same amount of stage time as everybody else. It's not like I'm freaking over here because I'm helping out, because I'm doing this and that and trying to strategize to get everybody up, that I'm still gonna be up there, like I get 10 minutes because I'm or whatever. The most that I would ever do is just rig the list a little bit so I can have a kind of better spot.
I don't
That's
want
the
that
most
though. I don't.
that
That's
is the
not the
most
experience that I want. So I would
Yeah.
never do.
I don't do it all the time, but I will do that.
You're like,
That
I'm not
that's
going up second. Fuck you.
that's the dude. Sometimes I want to do that. Sometimes I'd rather just go up and get it over with. But it's just that's the that of how sketchy I am with running a an open mic. That's the sketchiest thing that I would do. But I didn't let anybody sign up for anybody else. It just doesn't make sense to me why everybody's here on time and you're gonna sign other people up, because it's like now you're promising that they're gonna get up, but what if they don't? You know? Or what if I do let them sign up and now they have like a nice spot in the middle, showed up at like 8 or whatever, did their thing, and then someone that showed up early, like Guzman, which I feel really bad about, didn't even get to go up, you know? So it's like at least for him, I will say this, nobody that signed up after him went up either, you know. But I'll
I
I'll
hope
I'll,
not.
I'll throw him a priority spot. So
Damn.
I'll pay for a priority spot if he wants it. Like I kind of
Oh, now I went. You're paying for it.
yeah yeah
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
good move. That's a solid move. That's
Feel
fun.
bad. I feel bad. I feel bad. So
Yeah, he's still
I wouldn't have
managing.
done that.
yeah,
Fucking
especially
snooze, you
because
lose, pal.
especially because like he kind of did get screwed over. It wasn't my fault, even though he probably feels like it was, and he has every right to feel that way. Is his ticket, was under the mixer. So I drew names, wrote the list out, and then gave it to George. And his obviously George Guzman's name wasn't on there. And I looked and I saw like a little corner of a ticket. And I was like, oh shit, it's Guzman's. And I was like, well, maybe I got it. And I looked at the list. I was like, he's not on there. So either way, he was gonna get plucked last. If it was under the mixer and I saw it, he was still gonna be last.
Hmm.
But you know,
Um, this is why we need a container, man. We need to get a like a bingo machine, like a roller thing, the
mhm.
Okay,
balls
look.
that
I want everyone to have
everybody
their
has a
own.
ping pong ball. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, everyone has
Mhm.
their own. Like it's a name tag, and then you show up,
Yeah.
you put it in the thing, it becomes like this weird ritual. That's what I want to do.
Mhm.
I don't trust anybody.
I
Some
like that.
grab three of them, be like they're gonna sign up for their friends.
Nope. You have to
Mhm.
bring your own ball. BYOB.
Mhm. Yeah, imagine you lose your ball and then we get to charge $20 for a replacement.
Yeah, your first one's free.
Hmm.
Or you want a
We can
priority
actually
ball?
do that, huh?
You want a priority ball? You got to put your name on this tennis ball now.
We put a
You know?
stripe on the priorities.
You gotta look at my balls.
So we need two then. We need two bingo rollers. One for the priorities. We can get a small one for the
Mhm.
priorities, and then a big one.
Or,
Normal.
or like they do it with the bingo, the blow, and then she
Ooh.
pulls it out of the air. That's fucking
Sounds
cool,
fun.
dude.
That's too much, but I
Hunger
think we
Games
could.
shit. We pull on stage.
You got a leaf blower. We could maybe rig something up.
Yeah, we can figure that out.
All right, everybody, we're gonna draw balls.
Then we start gambling on who gets pulled first.
We should do it like the NBA too. Like if you do really good, you get or you do really bad, you get another fucking
You get
ball.
an extra one, a wild
Yeah,
card.
yeah, yeah.
Man, we on deck topic. I can't fucking talk, dude.
I can.
We were talking about your worst set this year. What was the hardest you bombed, Carlos Patino? I was saying for most of my year at Strum was my hardest bomb in a long time.
The worst bomb that I've had this year was at 3 iron. 3 iron, I was booked on the show. This is when it was like raining like crazy and shit like that. And my wife had her cousins from Florida visiting, and they had found out that I do stand up, and they're like, "We want to see you, we want to see
Oh
you."
no.
And I was like, and I believe that leading up to that show was the improv, if I'm not mistaken, or I'm not mistaken.
So you were
No,
hot?
I could probably wrong. I'm probably wrong, but maybe it was Strum the day after, and I was just like, go to that one, and they're like, oh, well, we're leaving that day, so we'll go to the Friday one at 3 iron. I was like, God, this is not gonna be good, you know. I get there, dude, and I was bombing so hard they stopped paying attention. Like
Damn.
I didn't even have their attention, and I was just like, fuck, well,
Did you do your full time?
yeah, yeah.
Got to. I was telling George. I know I told you guys. I think last time or the time before about the show I did recently at the winery with Aaron, and I bombed my dick off.
Mm.
After one of my jokes, one of the ladies in the audience went, "I guess you had to be there." Like as it was dead silent, it just crushed me.
Mm.
It was the worst. I was like 9 minutes in. I did like one more joke and bounced.
I think I take it too personally when my jokes don't work well. Like I almost get offended at the joke, like it's a separate entity of me. Where like,
Mm.
why didn't you work, dude? Like why are you hurting my feelings like this? And so like
I believed in you.
yeah, I put all
Wow,
like
that's a really weird way to think about it.
I really do though, and I get offended, so I have to like not do that joke for a little while because I'm like,
What a way to protect your ego.
yeah, I'm trying. It's delicate, y'all. It's a fucking hot Pop Tart. It just falls apart. Yeah.
Man, there's no games on right now.
You can watch it. It's fine.
But there's no games on. How am I gonna watch something there's no games?
Watch it in your head.
Okay.
Like the
I mean, I guess I could.
Inside Out.
I guess I could have just watched the one from yesterday, just to
Right.
have it on.
Well, I guess this is the end of this podcast.
Are we doing? Are we doing fucking New Year's resolutions, y'all?
Hmm.
I would like to be less fat.
Oh, I got them.
Everybody calling me fat at the fucking. They're not wrong, but you don't have to hurt my feelings like that.
It's because they got nothing else, man.
Good,
So that's fine.
Melissa just bailed on us for D&D.
Oh, what a bitch!
Yeah.
COVID's crazy, huh?
Are we
Potentially.
still going? Are we still going? Because I do have work tomorrow.
Let's fucking
Without
discuss
the-
it off air and with
No,
the
let's
whole
do it right
group.
now. Let's do it right now. What does CW think?
all right.
Get CW in on the call.
We'll add him right now.
Get everybody here.
All right, y'all.
Jesus Christ. Are you really gonna make me literally rap? Okay. We got
Carlos.
George, Will sitting around smoking all the weed, acting like clowns. We got all the alcohol and all the blunts, and then we'll go sit around chit chat like some fucking cunts. Either way, what can I say? It's the middle of the day and we're just a little sloss and we're just a little high, but either way we are the three buddy system guys.